Hello, my name is Anthony, you call me Lent, and welcome to this video on the survival Earth in Minecraft 1 in 50 on the scale. And we're just in the spawn dome at the moment, and I'm just going to show like the biggest difference to the creative world. The creative world had a lot of custom trees which were tailored to the continents where they were on, with undecaying leaves and no ores, and this is more related to the Minecraft terrain. So we have Minecraft trees, yeah, just all the Minecraft, based on the Minecraft survival itself, and how you can navigate to this map, through this map. Of course, you can just go free exploration. You start out just outside of Iceland, and Iceland is somewhere in between the US and Europe. It is, I think, pretty much in the middle, at least close to it. You can just cut down a tree and start your boat trip either to the west to the United States or to the east to Europe. And I think most people want to start out in either Europe or the US, but there are quicker ways. You can also take one of these pressure plates all around the rim of this spawn dome, and they will take you to bigger cities on the world. So let's say London, Amsterdam, Berlin, etc. You get the picture. And there's also the option to use a location converter, and this will convert any GPS location you put in it to a Minecraft location. And you basically go to Google Maps, you get these coordinates, you feed them in the converter, and you get the location coordinates. So if you want to find your backyard, you can. And well, it's all explained if you click the link when you stand on this pressure plate. There's a tutorial, and you get through it. You will get the X, Y, and Z coordinate, but the Y coordinate is it's always the same. It's always at 250 high. That's because there's no way of telling how high the location where you want to go to is in this map. So if you want to go to Mount Everest, then of course it will be at a height of 255 or 256. But any like coastal town, it is anybody's guess which height level it will be. So yeah, the Y coordinates is a guess. How I would suggest you use this. So let's say that you live in a small town near New York. You use the converter to get the X and Z coordinate of your town, and then you will move to the pressure plate for New York, stand on it, and you will start in New York. You look at the coordinates and you move towards your own hometown coordinates, with New York as your starting point. So that's how I would suggest you navigate, a bit easier while using these coordinate converter. But if you are maybe serves get other solution. Anyway, let's just take a pressure plate. Let's go to Athens. That was quick. So this is Greece. And what we can see is kind of an arid looking Minecraft grass terrain, just plains more, but arid looking, and that is because this is actually the desert biome. And here you can see that I combine things that you don't see in Minecraft itself together to get something that fits better to what I need. So arid looking grass terrain, Mediterranean, I thought that would be a good mix, good match, and so we get this kind of dry looking terrain which fits Greece, I think. So yeah, this is kind of how I try to, while staying true to the Minecraftiness, make it also fit to the actual Earth. And some things that you need to know about this survival terrain being different to other Minecraft survival terrain is because as far as I can tell, there are no villages generated, and potentially there are, but if there are, then there are probably only a handful, really few, because I personally couldn't find any in the desert biomes or plains. So there are some desert wells though, and I couldn't find any temples either, but there might be. I can't rule it out. And what there are are also no mine shafts on the ground, unfortunately, but there are dungeons, so you can still make your XP grinders. That will be no problem. And other than that, I also changed the ore distribution a little bit, and that is because this earth terrain uses the full spectrum of the height spectrum of the earth. So we range from the lowest point, the Mariana Trench on the earth, to the absolute highest point, which is the Mount Everest. Therefore the coastline is at a height of 167 blocks, and this would mean that you would need to dig down very deep to get to like for example iron ore, and I think people will really find it a pain to go with a stone pickaxe like 100 blocks deep. So the ore distribution, the iron ore, I tweaked it to go up to 164 height, so iron ore is still quite easy to obtain, and you can get yourself kitted out with iron stuff quite easily. But the diamond is still on like ranging from 0 to 16 from the top of my head. It's still as rare as in Minecraft, and yeah, the advantage of why I would play this terrain, I would look up my house and I would start a diamond mine in my backyard. I think that would be cool. And yeah, you can also make artificial mountains. You can cut down Mount Everest, turn it into an XP grinder or whatever. You can run rampant on this terrain, and yeah, that's kind of how I suggest you would use this terrain. And yeah, there's nothing more to tell. I would suggest you just, if you want to get a better idea of this map, there's also an interactive map of the rendered of the creative version of this world, to get a better image of how big this map is and how detailed and etc. So you can use the interactive map. It's in the details description probably. And yeah, other than that, I want to just say explore, and I want to thank you for watching this video and have an awesome day.